How y'all doing? All right, I'm back with another video. This is my finished Bag O Day pattern of the week, number 18. If you want to see it and hear what I thought and the changes I made, stick around. I feel like my head is spinning, like literally. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Has your life ever been so crazy with so many million things going on that you almost become paralyzed, like you can't do anything? I'm sure some of you can relate to this. That's what I'm going through right now. So I figured I'll just film a video. That's something I can do. Hang out with you guys for a little bit. And I was really excited about this one. Excuse me, fixing myself. So welcome if you're new to my channel. I'm so happy that you stopped by. And if you like what you see, please subscribe and like this video. It helps with the whole algorithm thing. And thank you to my faithful subscribers. Now, if you are new, this is a series that I'm doing. It's Bag O Day Pattern of the Week. I'm sure you all know Crystal from Bag O Day. She's one of our favorite crochet channels out there, and she has thousands of patterns on her website, on her YouTube channel, and also she's got a lot of, of the written patterns on her Etsy. So I just printed screenshots of every single one of her Etsy printed patterns, and I randomly have it picked once a week to see which one I'm going to make. I do this to help you guys in seeing it made by somebody else, not just in a tutorial or on a picture on a pattern, but I could actually tell you what I personally liked or didn't like about it, how I made changes, what it looks like in different yarn, all that kind of stuff. It's just for a little inspiration, and it helps support Crystal. Okay, let's see. What we picked last week was this adorable baby dress. It's called Round the Rosie, and you'll see a picture of Crystal's here. It's adorable, and there's her daughter Rose wearing it. So I don't have any little girls, unfortunately, and no one really to make something like this for, though that doesn't stop me because I just love making toddler and baby clothes because they're quick, they're easy, instant gratification, and they're a good way to learn a new stitch, and you never know when you're going to need a gift. But I decided to try and make an adult top with it. Now, that's not the only changes I made. I made a couple of other changes. Actually, really one, making an adult top is the main change. And then I also did a little tweak to make the top look a little bit different. Okay, so don't forget, if you guys want to see what pattern we're going to pick for next week, you have to watch till the end because I do that at the end. And I find that is exciting to see, oh, what's next? What's going to be made next? Okay, so for hers, she used Karen Simply Soft. She used 2 skeins of a soft pink color. And she used a 5.5mm crochet hook. This pattern was written for a size 3, and she said if you, it can also fit sizes 4 and 5, but you would just keep going for the length difference, okay? All right, so mine, as you can see, oh, wait, let's talk about the yarn. I've had this sitting here forever. It's the Karen Cake Cotton Cakes, and I am a huge fan of Karen Cotton Cakes. And this one is the Elderberry Rose. These are a cotton blend, so it's 60% cotton, 40% acrylic. It's a very soft blend and a very neat wove. There's no fuzz or anything like that. Now, I did color control. I had to color control a lot. That's the only negative with this yarn. I find there's just so many hard breaks. So there might have been once or twice I didn't catch it, but for the most part, I did color control. And when I did, I actually would separate the colors. Like I'd go in here and, like, let's say I wanted this cream. Where is it? Right here. I would literally just like kind of go in as soft as possible like this and just pull it out and then make little balls. But I have 1 cake left. I had 3 of these. So I used 2 cakes, and this is what I have left from the 2 cakes. And I might have had a little more left, but like I said, I color controlled, so I might have set some aside, and my cats might have got to them. Because this is my cat's joy when they find this on my, next to my chair in the living room. They go nuts with it. All right, so that's, and just in case you don't know, this yarn has 530 yards per cake. And I do love this yarn. And I liked these colors. I love pinks and stuff. I mean, if you guys watch me at all, you know I love pink. And, but I think this is also like a very, you know, like muted pinks, like dusty, muted rose colors. And it kind of looks neutral to me. Sorry, I moved that. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Okay. Now, oh, look, I just decapitated her. All right, so I made this much longer because I have done this before where I've converted a bag-o-day baby dress or toddler dress into like a baby doll top. And what I learned, I'll try and find the last time I did it and post a picture or a clip of that video. I used 100% acrylic, which was way too heavy and thick. And I didn't make it long enough. So it kind of like, it just kind of like, you know, made you look huge, made you look bigger. So for this one, I used the cotton blend and made it much longer. In addition to that, when I'm wearing things, I like when it points, when you have points in the front, the side, and the back, like 4 points. So I did that. It just makes it a little bit more flattering. Other than that, I follow the pattern as far as not the stitch count, obviously, and I'll tell you what I did. Of course, I left that inside, but I followed the actual pattern. I just had to change the stitch count and how many rows I went down before I joined for the arms, and then obviously how many rows I went for my length. But the stitches are all the same and everything. The repeats I did the same. So I did color control. I do love the way this turned out. As you can see, this has really nice drape. However, you know, if I had patience or time, or both, or yeah, I don't know, either, I'm curious how this would turn out in something this fine. This is really fine. This is a size 1, which scares me. You could see here how teeny tiny that is. But I think this would come out gorgeous. I just don't think I have enough. I only have 2 of this color. But, you know, I have it in green and pink too, just 1. So maybe, I don't know, if I find myself bored at any time, which I don't see happening, but I think that would look even prettier. Because this, you know, this is a 4-way, and it's a not a thicker 4, but it does have some oomph to it, and there's some puff stitches in here, so it kind of makes it like, you know, not lacy enough. Now I will wear this, maybe I'll try it on for you, because it is very pretty and flattering the way it kind of just, you know, it hides everything. You just put a tank on underneath it. This is a tank under her, and that's pretty much it. The only other thing I did was I did 2 rows finishing up the sleeves. She did 1, but I did 2. And yeah, let me get the numbers for you. Hang on. Okay, so in the pattern, she chained 66. I chained 80. Now she did 1, 2. She did 2 rounds before she did the armholes. I did, okay, 1, 2, 3. Did I even write? I could tell you. I did, okay. 1. So it'd be like, so I did 9 rows, okay, of going before I joined for the arm. So I chained 80 and then I did 9 rows. That was my difference. Then I actually did decrease rows and she did not. I did because if you look here, okay, because this is just the yoke, right? And the dress really starts where the arms are. And the dress is much fuller. If I did that if I kept the same and I went just under my breast and did it, it would have been too full. It would have been too much. So I did decreases. So I went down a little bit lower and then I did decreases so it didn't come out too much. It was more, you know, like in line, if that makes sense. Okay. And then I had to do, you know, so when she explains how to do the armholes, obviously the stitch count is different. So she explains how many stitches to skip for the armhole before you like join. So I just did it differently. Because there's increases and stuff, obviously I started with 80, but there was increases. I think I ended with, I want to say 158. So then what I did was, my notes are horrible. Yeah, I didn't write that, did I? I didn't write that, but I think what I did, bear with me. Okay, sorry about that. So what I think I did was I took the 158, I divided by 4. Okay, so if you take 158, you divide it by 4, you get 39.5. So I'm gonna go with the 39. Then I divide that by 2, okay? So if I say 39 and I divide that by 2, it's 19.5. I'm gonna go with the 19. So I add those two together. So I add 39 and 19, that's 58. So if they're gonna be 58 here and 58 in the back, and then what I'm going to skip is the 19, okay, that you know, that was divided by half, so there's 19 left. But then there was a half a couple of times, so it'd be 21. So it'd be skipping 21 on both sides. So that's 21 plus 21, that equals 42, plus the 58 plus 58, and that equals 158. I hope that makes sense. But that's what I did. So 58, 58, I skipped 21, skipped 21. When I skipped the 21, I chained 8 and attached, because otherwise it would have been too tight. So when I chained I double crocheted into 58, then I had to skip 21 stitches, but when I skipped those 21, I chained 8, and then I skipped it, and then I started crocheting in the 22nd stitch, and then did the 58, and then chained 8, and then skipped 21, and started double crocheting, or I joined here where I started the whole thing. That's how I did it. Okay, if that didn't make sense, put questions down below. And my dog's barking, I apologize. All right, so that was the Bag O' Day pattern of the week, number 18. I highly suggest if you want to start making patterns or designing your own work or branching out there, this is a really great way to do it, okay? Because the pattern's there and you're just kind of experimenting and tweaking. You don't have anyone looking over you saying you're doing something wrong or right. Just do it. Have fun with it. Play with it. But don't do what I do, and make sure you take notes because you'll forget what you did. And I do that all the time. And then I can't duplicate it or tell somebody how I did it. Okay, I just also want to tell you, I used a 6.5mm crochet hook, okay? She used a 5.5, so I went up 1. So that was number 18. Really liked it. And like always, I will write notes on this, the changes I made, the yarn I used, the hook size I used, and whether or not I liked it as a reference. So I know if it's something I want to make again. So I just put change to adult top, 80 chain, increase, and then I'll just put 9 rows, arms, and then used Caron cotton cakes and 6.5mm hook. Nothing major. And then I put it in my binder, and this is my 2023 Patterns I Have Made binder. And at the end of the year, I think it'll be fun to go through it. I've been really bad at taking pictures. I was taking pictures of everything and putting it next to the pattern, but you know, you can have high expectations and then life gets in the way. And I don't want to say it gets in the way because it's just life. And even when things aren't going great, and things aren't going great, I personally try and find the positive, or not necessarily the positive, because sometimes there really is none, but just enjoy, or try and make sure you're doing things that you enjoy, that you know you enjoy, like crochet, like talking to you guys, like starting new patterns and things like that. You know, even though probably it's not the most realistic thing to do because I don't have a lot of time, but for mental health, it's important. So now we're going to pick. We're going to pick. I have pick my next pattern. I love it to be random, and I love to be told what to make instead of me making a decision. So you should mute right now if you have one near you. Alexa, pick a number from 1 to 187.
Here's a number between 1 and 187. It's 30.
Easy crochet baby blanket. All right, some YouTube magic. I'm gonna buy it, and I bought it. Now I can tell you about it. All right, so let me show you a picture right here. Here's a picture of the baby blanket she did. She used the Hobium Kartopu baby yarn, and I don't see that this yarn is, I don't see it available on the Hobium website. I could be missing it. I found it on Etsy for $3. It's 100% acrylic and 100 grams. And it's a DK weight. Okay, so where did my pattern go? Oh, here we go. Now she says it's a 4-weight. No, she said it's a 4-weight, but it's not the one. But anyway, she used 1,100 yards. And this will measure 29 inches by 38 inches using that yarn, and her hook was a 5.5 millimeter. Now, what do I want to do? Isn't it fun picking the yarn you're going to do from your projects? I think it's fun. Let me just put this back. When I'm done filming, this place is a disaster, and I look like, what did I just do? Okay, let's look. Baby, baby, baby. Can't be too fuzzy. Should be washable because they spit up on it and everything. Now, I mean, I do like cotton, but I have so much of this Lovecrafts yarn. I think I'm going to pick some colors from there. Look how beautiful. Now that's for my temperature blanket crochet along I'm doing. If you don't know about that, I'll put a link to one of those videos down below. So I'm not going to touch those. But the ones over here, excuse me, love. God, she keeps coming out. Right there. So, and they're really pretty, and they look babyish. So let's look at this pattern. The one she used is like, as you can see, like variegated, or, you know, there's some, it's not like stripe, but I think stripe might be pretty. So let's see. She used 1,100 yards. Do these have, so this is the Stylecraft Special Double Knit. And remember, double knit is smaller, but you get 322 yards. So if I pick 4 colors, I think we'll be good. Sometimes I think it's fun just to go random. That's kind of like too traditional for me. Oh, I know. Come here. Look at the mess I'm making. Oh, lordy. Oh, lordy, lordy. Okay. Yeah, I think that's talking to me. That could be you're talking to me too. Okay. Oh, well this. No. Okay. Now that I made a mess. Okay, here we go. What do you think? I like it. I like it. So that's going to be the baby blanket. I think I'll do it in stripes. But will I do every other row? Will I do every 4 rows? Will I do it random, like with no logic? And like I said, she used a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. And I think I'll use a 5. Only because, well, I don't want this to take forever. So I was debating 4.5, but let's do a 5. Look at all my 5s. Well, this isn't just 5s. This is 5s, 5.5, 5.25. Let's see, which one do I want to do? It's still Pride Month. I think I'll do my Pride one. It's still Pride Month. Okay. So that's it. And I have my bag. I'm just going to put it right in. My stitch mark. Oh, I left my stitch markers out there. All right, so here we go. Next bag of a pattern that I'm going to be working on. I'm excited. Okay, so like I always do, just as a reminder, these patterns will be linked down below. This one and the baby blanket I will have linked down below. I encourage you guys to give it a try and, you know, just play with it. The baby blankets, they're also really fast and a great way to learn a new stitch or just to use up yarn or play with colors. You know, that's just how I feel. All right, right after this video, I'm gonna have to film another video. I'm gonna have to film my, it's so late, but I feel bad because they gave me the yarn, but the On Holiday with Hobie challenge that I was doing. So look out for that video too. I hope you guys are all doing great and spending your time crocheting and enjoying the summer. And I'll see you guys in my next